All right, so let's look at these three problems. Okay, you can see that as we go, it gets a little harder. Now remember, on this first problem, we're looking at what number will go into both of these. Okay, now I'm going to always start with, I have a 12 here, and 12 is smaller than 144, isn't it? So I'm immediately going to see, does 12 go into 144? Yes. It does, 12 times, right? So I can factor this whole 12 out. Now how many x's do I have right here? 3. And how many x's do I have here? 2. So how many can I take out? 2. So I'm going to take a 12 out, and I'm going to take an x squared out, right? What I'm taking out is what they both have, Aaron. What they both have. Okay, and so now I'm going to put my parentheses, and I took the 12 out, and I took x squared out, so what does that leave me? Just an x. And I took a 12 out of 144, so what's left? 12. And I took this x squared out, so I don't put any variable, right? So this is my completely factored term right there. Let's look at the second one. Okay, the coefficient on this first term is 1, isn't it? Hello? Yes. And the coefficient here is 2, and the coefficient here is -1. So there's really not a number that they all share that I can take out, is there? You don't take a 1 out, okay? But let's see, do they all have a variable I can take out? This has a cubed, this has a squared, and this has a, doesn't it? So I can take at least what out? A squared. Not a squared, because look, this has a squared, but this only has a to the first. Oh. Yeah, you can only take out what they all have, and what they all share is just a what? An a. Now this first term doesn't have a b, so I can't take any b's out. Okay, so I'm going to take just a out, and when I take a out, what does that leave me with in this first term? A squared, good. And what does that leave me in this second term? 2ab. And what does that leave me in this last term? Minus b to the 4, like that. So that's your completely factored answer. Let's look at the last one. All right, let's look at the last one. Can you think of a number that goes into all three terms? 5 does. 5 goes into all three. It's the biggest number that goes into all three. And look, they all have at least an x. So what am I going to factor out, Hayden? 5x, good. And when I factor the 5x out, what does that leave me with in this first term? X squared. And in the second term? Plus x. And in this last term? Minus just 2, right? Okay, think about it. 2 times 5, 2 times 5x does give me -10x, doesn't it? Okay, so I took the 5 out of here and here. That's why I didn't write a number. And I took 5 out of here. That's why -2 is what's left. Okay, and then you notice I took an x out of each one.